My specialty with the Children's Law Center is with the care unit, which is working with youth who are in foster care but who also have probation cases, and I mentor them to help them through their terms of probation and to get off of probation, hopefully stay off of probation. The attorneys need eyes and ears for them so they can know how to best represent the minor. They need to have a relationship and a connection to the youth that they're representing in court. They send us out as investigators to the home to interview the caretaker, to interview the minor, make sure they're receiving the services that they're supposed to be receiving, making sure that everything's okay in the home, to see if there's anything that they need that hasn't been communicated, and then to come back and write a report to give to the attorney to let them know what's going on so they can represent them in court. My inspiration for the work that I do is really my family background, and that I have a lot of family who's been incarcerated and have dealt with the system, and I'm from a community where it's foster care is pretty dominant in the community, so I've always had an interest in helping the community. Honestly, I don't really believe in bad kids. I think that all of our behaviors are created by needs. We have a need, and so the behaviors are trying to get those needs met. And as youth growing up, we learn different rackets in order to get those needs met, and sometimes those rackets aren't the best thing. They're not positive. I think most people want something good for themselves in the future, but sometimes it's difficult to see that if you've never seen it before, if no one around you has ever modeled that for you or ever told you that you can do it or congratulated you for the small steps. Once you congratulate them for the small steps that they take, then they're able to make larger steps. I have one youth that I'm working with now. Last year he had pretty much straight fails, and this year he has 3 A's, a B, a C, and a D. Most of the adults around had given up hope with the youth, but once I'm able to make a connection with them and they feel the support and they feel the connection, that they turn around. I mean, it's not a complete 180 turnaround. There's still a habit here or there. I do aerosol art. I'm a poet. I'm a rapper. So honestly, I use any art that I can to connect with the youth, because when you can find common ground with them, then they can find safety in the relationship, in the rapport that you have with them. And once you establish safety, then you can move forward to trying to offer advice or leading them in a different direction. I think one thing that society at large could do to help the foster care situation is actually educating ourselves about habits and nonviolent communication, what violent communication does and creates. We really need to take ownership in the way that we communicate with each other. And I think once we do that, then we'll see a change in the youth.